You are doing everything you can do, but Ollie is not getting nearly as high as good skaters. In fact, crouching on a skateboard is so delicate that you can easily lose balance, which makes it harder to jump higher. In that sense, the reason you can't jump higher is that you're trying to jump higher. Let's see how to improve it then. Let's review the basic components of an Ollie. As I explained before, you need both a pop and a jump in an Ollie. You can't Ollie really high by popping the tail alone because it does not lift your body weight off the ground. This may be an extreme example, but what's similar to an Ollie that relies only on popping is a balance board. Even if you pop the tail hard, the board simply tilts and does not affect your center of mass. In fact, once the support disappears, the body immediately starts moving downward. In order to get your body into the air, you need to jump and lift your body weight upward. Then pop the tail at the last moment when your body extends. Does that theory apply to others? Let's take a look at an Ollie of Dom, who supports my work on Instagram. Thank you for the clip. He understands that simply popping the tail is not enough, so he tries to lift his body before popping. So theoretically, he is doing what is needed. Crouch, jump, and pop. But somehow he lands on the ground almost immediately afterward. Now let's also take a look at my friend Jeroen's Ollie. Luckily, he's goofy too. He's got a relaxed, effortless, and clean Ollie. Please take a look at it on the air system too. So what makes the movements look so different? I mean, they crouch like the same, they pop like the same. With some differences in the upper body though. He is popping and jumping using all the strength he has. So does he simply have to jump higher when he's already doing everything he can? No. It's not about how much force you put into it, it's about establishing a foundation that you feel comfortable jumping on, which helps you increase the jumping speed. We'll talk about how to crouch stably later, but let's first actually calculate the speed of their jump and its impact on their Ollies. Comes to the height of a jump, the most important thing is how fast the center of mass rises. For Dom, if you do the math of the average speed of its center of mass from the moment it reaches the lowest point until the tail hits the ground, we get 89 centimeters per second. You don't like numbers, huh? Trust me, I don't either. If you do the same for Jeroen, we get 270 centimeters per second. So theoretically, Jeroen's jumping speed is more than 3 times faster than Dom's. So what does that difference do in their Ollies? Simply put, the faster you jump, the higher you can jump. Try yourself, lower your hips and then jump quickly. You should be able to jump without a problem. Now crouch to the same height, but try to jump very slowly. You will probably find that you can barely jump at all. Are you getting the idea? Things become clear if you think about lifting an object such as a helmet. If you lift it quickly, even after your hand stops moving, it continues rising. But if you lift it slowly, the helmet naturally stops as soon as your hand stops. You can't change this nature only by lifting it higher. As long as your movement is slow, at the moment you let it go, it begins falling no matter how high you raise it. On the other hand, even if you lift it only a short distance, it can continue rising if your movement is fast enough. The same principle applies to an Ollie. No matter how much you raise your body from a crouched position, if you do it slowly, your body will not gain upward momentum. What's even worse, all that up and down movement simply tires your legs without providing any benefit. So what's the point of doing it? Just like lifting a helmet doesn't do anything, and instead you have to throw it upward. In a way, you have to launch yourself up into the air to gain height in an Ollie. And in order to jump higher, you must understand why jumping becomes difficult. It's a simple action and it should be easy. The biggest and most overlooked reason is instability while crouching. Let's go back to Dom's example. When he crouches, His legs shake as if he's searching for a position where he can balance. It resembles the trembling legs of someone standing on a tightrope. If you wonder why you can't ollie or jump so high, ask yourself, can you jump on a tightrope? I probably can't. As I said in a previous video, there is a certain spot where you can balance firmly, which I call the squat sweet spot. You need to find this spot to jump stably. In the case of Jeroen, he can drop his body into that specific position almost instantly. Meanwhile, his legs stay stable because he already knows where to put his weight. But it's hard for beginners to crouch like this. Take a look at Dom as he crouches. You can feel his strong determination. He must be thinking, alright, I will get into a solid crouch so that I can jump higher. The problem comes afterward. He drops his body aggressively all at once. It is never wrong to crouch faster if you just want to jump higher. Due to a mechanism called the stretch shortening cycle, you can maximize the height of your jump by crouching and instantly jumping back up, compared to waiting before jumping. But the thing is, you are squatting on a skateboard that has a unique structure. Although a skateboard has 4 wheels, the parts that support your body weight are the pivots of the trucks. So if you lean to one side, the truck tilts. And the more aggressively you crouch, the more likely you are to tilt your board, which you have to readjust, causing shaking in your legs. In order to maintain balance while crouching, try lowering yourself more slowly. Instead of dropping yourself into the crouched position all at once, take some time and gradually lower yourself, and then pop. Yes, you can't ollie so high by squatting slowly, but you can always move on to higher ollies by jumping more instantly once you start feeling comfortable. What you must avoid is jumping up slowly, which does not give your body any momentum to go higher. It's just like when you raise a helmet, it can't go any higher if your motion is slow. On the other hand, while crouching slowly may lower your ollie, you can still jump, and it definitely helps you crouch more stably. To summarize, you need both a pop and a jump in an ollie. The reason you can't jump higher goes like this. By trying to jump higher, you drop your body. Your feet become unstable, and you can't jump higher. And you try the same thing again, only to get stuck in a looped, endless time. Lowering yourself slowly is a good way to break this cycle. Take your time to lower yourself and find your squat sweet spot, then gradually move on to jump more quickly. Lastly, what would happen if you could raise your body at the speed of sound? You'd land yourself about 6 kilometers off the ground. It seems a bit too high for a normal skating scene. Of course, this is an extreme example, but this is how important the speed of a jump is. Also, please make use of the AR system. You can see tricks from any angle you want, anywhere you want. All you need is a fun. Please give me feedback so that I can improve it. And that's all for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.